everybody. So now that we are moving and grooving with Seesaw, and as of today, we have welcomed our third and fourth grade friends. We have now purchased Seesaw for schools for all of elementary school. I wanted to show you some of the work that we've been doing in one of the areas called skills. And I'm sure you've seen the button in your dashboard of skills. And I know some of you have already started playing around with it. So, skills, you can basically add anything in there that you would like to measure. So, it could be a standard, it could be a report card indicator, it could be just and another indicator that you are measuring inside your classroom. So, what I did last week is I went in, and you as teachers can add skills right there. We as administrators at the school level can also add in skills so that you don't have to do all the skills. So, what I did last week is for kindergarten through second grade, I uploaded all of the math standards as well as what I call what I call the report card indicators. So, third and fourth grade, yours are coming next week, I promise. So, basically, the quick code in here, you're going to see when you go to look, you're going to see these are the actual these are the standards. Anything that's like this, an RC, that's a report card. So, first grade report card, numbers and operations, that's our third one. Add 1 and 2 digit numbers up to 100. So, I'm going to show you how to do it. But basically, when you give an assignment, you could tag it with the standards that you're working on, one standard, two standards, but you could also tag it with a report card indicator, and it's going to start gathering the data for you. So, I wanted to show you. You guys don't have a view of this. This is the dashboard, but this is from the administrator level. So now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to move over to teacher version so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay. So here we go. Here is my test class. And so basically, I can look in here. This is my, so here's my skills button right here. I can click on it. I can add skills down here. So right away, I can start to see some of the things that I've already put in here. Okay, so I've got some standards, some other things, and this is just me playing around, obviously, and I have my sample student. So let me explain, first of all, how I go about doing this. So like I said, all the math standards are loaded in for you K through 2. You can add any other skills that you want to down here. The first thing that I did, though, is I went up to my wrench up here, and then I scroll down to skills right here. The default was 4 stars. And I remember being like, oh, wouldn't it be great if we had 5 stars? Because that's what we run on. And somebody was like, you can. So you can actually have as many stars, 3 to 6 stars. So I went and I did 5 stars to match our report card. Okay. And so these are going to be my indicators of proficiency. So that's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. You can change the colors if you would like to. I'm a big fan just of the simple red is 1 and dark green is 5. So now I've set up that my assignments are 5. So let me show you how I would do this all the way from the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to grab an activity. I'm just going to grab any activity. Don't judge me on my activities, please. Here we go. I'm just going to go to math, first grade math, community. I always do that. So first grade math. I'm going to grab any old activity that we have. Okay. And okay, so from here, you guys know if I like it right away, I can assign it. I can also do a copy and edit down here. Okay, I'm going to do a copy and edit so I can show you. First, you got to heart it, what it looks like. So anytime that you've created an activity or you are modifying an activity, you can add skills in a couple different places. I can add skills here. I can go down underneath my student template on this page. I click more options and it says skills none. I click edit, and now I am going to get all the skills that I have either my school has loaded or I have loaded. This is my practice thing. So I have like visual arts and tons of other things in here. Okay. So don't mind me. There is a search up here. So if you knew quickly your standard or what you're working with, you would be able to click there. I'm just going to go ahead here and I'm going to click and I'm going, and I know that's not the answer, but again, don't judge me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, this is my, this is the standard. If I'm looking for those report card indicators, I can do, like I said, this is first grade 1RC, and it pulls up all the ones I tagged 1RC. So I could click standards. I could do more than one standards. I can do my report card indicators. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the green. So now I have attached my skills directly to that assignment so I can save, okay? The other place you can add the skill if you forget to do it there, or if, let's say, you just find a great activity and you're not going to make a copy, when you go to assign and you're going to assign it to a specific class, you can come over here to skills, click on skills. I'm going to click on the student and do skills. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to bring it up and it's telling me that these are the ones that I'm working on. So either of those is a great way to do it. One is really good if you're creating an activity, and one is really good if you're finding an activity and not modifying it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and click the green, and I'm assigning it to this one class. And I'm going to go ahead to my class now, and I'm going to go in as a student. Okay, so I'm just going to click the add. I'm just doing as a sample student right now. And I'm just going to draw all over it and then submit it. And there we go. So now, as a teacher, I'm back to being able to see it in teacher mode. Underneath the assignment, you're going to see this little cap from a cap and gown graduation. It says I have 2 standards clicked. First of all, great thing. Students and parents cannot see this. So this is totally for your benefit. This is you collecting data. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up, and I am going to say, okay, so I had my skills right here tagged at the top. Okay, these are the 2 that I'm working on. And I'm going to say that this person did a 4 when it comes to the add and subtracting. And then here they're actually doing really well. I'm just going to give them a 4 as well. So you can do different mouse stars. So it's just stars. It's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to give them both 4s, and I am going to submit it. Okay, so now I can go back and I can, comment and this and that and return it to the student and all the wonderful things. The real excitement comes from to the skills now. Okay, so I come to the skills and I get, this is my grade book. So here is the deal. The colors are the average of proficiency. So this is I think this is the light green. This is the light green. It takes a little while to get used to it. So this is a 4, a 4. This hasn't been handed back yet to the student. The color doesn't show up until you have finished handing it back. A 4, and a 1. Okay, so they have a 1. The number is the frequency, the number of activities you have creating that indicator. Okay, and so then from here, there's a whole bunch of other things you can do. You can click on the number, and it specifically shows you those activities. Okay, it actually gives you what activities make that up. So it's a nice little portfolio for when you're looking at, do they really know the standard? Let me go look. Oh yeah, no, they did a really good job on that. They actually do. Okay, so you can go in that way. Over here, you also have a couple different things that you can do. Category. So I'm going to drop it. And this is going to be like for math, I have like numbers and operations. So I can pick numbers and operations, and only activities that are tagged with numbers and operations, I uploaded those, are going to show up. Subject. So I'm going to be adding in ELA standards soon. And so you could actually say, I just want my math. So only math activities. I have science. I did this for myself for play. These are my science activities, my life science activities. So this makes it, because it's going to get big eventually. And so this helps you be able to see, like, this is my writing, these are my reading, and these are my math. I can look by student. Now, obviously, in my view, here we go. I'm going back to here. I'm going to look by student. I only have one student, my sample student. But when you do this, you'd have a list of all your students and it would look just like this. So it would have NAVA and it would have all of NAVA going across. Awesome. Okay. Then you can look by skills. So what this does is I could sit there and say, I want to look here. And if I had a class, what would happen? Sorry, I'm moving my head. Here is the standard that which I'm measuring, and then all the kids would be listed going down and all their numbers. So I'd be able to now look by kid. I'd be able to look by skill. I'd be able to look by domain. I'd be able to look by subject. Really awesome. So down here, you can add skills. So you can on the fly just click add a skill and you could add one. So if I don't have the standards up and going, you can put it in. The quick code's the most important part, but there we go. There's that subject and that category and that description that helps you out. And then export. So when I export, and I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. When I export, it exports everything for me. So for those of you guys who love spreadsheets, this would be fun to play with. If you love spreadsheets, it'd be really fun to play with. And what it does is it's going to give me and it's going to give me on a line, on a row. It's going to give me the student, the assignment, their proficiency. It's going to give me the date. Here, it's opening up. Sorry, I just paused it because it took me forever. But when you download that skills, you're going to get a sheet that's like this. I pulled mine into Google Drive, and what you can do is, I'm going to make these all look proper. Okay, so you're going to get this. I blocked this out. This is student names, but this is every single assignment a student has handed in that skills have been attached to. Okay, and so you have the skill name, the quick code. If you've uploaded a subject in a category and a grade level, that's going to come up. This is going to be the student's LACID, their most recent score. So if you do editing and you keep giving different scores, that's absolutely fine. The last time they handed something in, you can sort that. And then this is the link right to that assignment. So if you love spreadsheets, this is also, you could, filter it for a student and be able to you could do it all on your own, like to average and take a better look and be able to dive deeper. So in other words, Seesaw gives you this nice preliminary. Okay, this is another teacher who's allowed me to be in theirs. So I'll show you this. I'm just hiding the kids' names, but Seesaw has given you a nice preliminary that you can use. And for some of us, that's enough. And others of us might want to download the export and be able to really look deeper at specific kids or stuff like that. So that is Seesaw for Skills. So like I said, I'll be getting 3rd and 4th grade out. I'm going to be uploading ELA one soon. You also can do that on your own if you want to underneath the skills button. I do want to do it for you guys to make life a little bit easier. And I think this is I think this could help a lot with report cards. I think that it's going to give us a lot of great indicators on how kids are doing and how many activities they're doing per standard and that sort of thing. So again, we're in the beginning processes of learning how to use this, but that's what I know so far. So I hope this was helpful. Bye.